Welcome to my channel. I am Madison and this is Madly Obsessive. If you are new here, we talk about all the ways that we can heal from OCD, and we usually use neuroscience to do it. So if you're interested in learning about neuroscience or you want to try to get some helpful tips for your OCD, subscribe to my channel and don't forget to hit the notification bell so you're reminded of all our videos. Let's get into today's message because today I want to talk to you about your brain, and I'm going to be teaching you about three main components in your brain. And we're going to imagine for the remainder of this video that your brain is a giant office building, and we have three key players in this office building that keep it running, and we're going to talk about all three of them, and they each represent a specific part of your brain. So office employee number one, we have the CEO. This is acting as your prefrontal cortex. He's the one who thinks he is the star of the show. And honestly, he is the star of the show, okay? He is the face of the company. He is the one who leads. He is the one in charge, the man with the plan, and he always knows what he's doing. He knows what's needed and he knows how to do it. Okay. Next, we're going to talk about the security guard. That is going to act as your amygdala. Okay. The security guard stays all to himself. He stays tucked away in his little tiny office, and he is constantly doing one thing, which is scanning the environment to make sure there is no threats. His job is to scan for threats, and if and when there is a threat, his job is to alert the people in the office to let them know of the threat. Okay. If there is smoke, he's going to pull the fire alarm to alert the people so they can get out safely. If there is a burglar, it's his job to alert them and try to protect them. So the security guard, he is not dealing with any of the hot gossip at work. He is not in the meetings, and he is definitely not doing no spreadsheets or reading them even. He is just at all times looking around, scanning for danger. And finally, we have the third key player, which is the Mailroom Clerk. This is your basal ganglia, and he is the guy who handles all of your mail. So not only is he in charge of distributing the correct mail to the correct person, he is also in charge of filtering out any spam mail. And I know that doesn't seem like a very important role. However, think of the CEO. He is the highest person on the totem pole. And if the mailroom clerk was not there to sort through all this mail and remove any of the junk mail, then the CEO would constantly be giving a whole bunch of mail that is wasting up his time, energy, and space. So as the mailroom clerk, he filters that out for the CEO so that he never even has to see the junk mail, waste his time, waste his energy, and the mailroom clerk handles that for him by getting rid of it. Now, on any given day, these three vibe perfectly and they keep the place running. So when things get a little chaotic or something is going wrong, or even when there is just something happening where there's a miscommunication, that is when the spiral begins. I used to dread the editing phases of my videos, scrubbing through all that footage just to get one good take, and it was soul crushing, okay? But then I found Gling AI, and honestly, everything changed for me. Gling handles the hardest part of editing for me. It automatically scans my raw footage and slices out every awkward silence, every you get the point. All the bad takes where I tripped over my words, it takes it out in seconds. It's like having a professional editor doing the rough cut in seconds. It's amazing. And the best part is I can edit my video just by reading my transcript. I've put the link down below. That is when you will start to see something that I like to call an OCD loop in your brain. I want to see your answers down below. Is it the CEO? Is it the security guard? Or the mailroom clerk? And let me tell you exactly who it is. When you are stuck in a spiral, you've got all your unwanted thoughts going on a loop in your mind and you cannot do anything to make it stop. I know you probably think it's the CEO because he's the stunner. He's the one that runs the show. I know you may even think it's the security guard for not doing his job right. But 9 out of 10 times, the actual problem is the mailroom clerk. Yes, he is responsible for all of your spirals. I'm sorry. He is. No. See, the clerk is supposed to be your filter. So in a normal brain, you have a weird thought like, did I leave the stove on? The clerk just shreds it because it knows that you turned the stove off. But when you're in an OCD loop, the mailroom clerk, he is not working properly. So the mailroom clerk has been gone on a break, hasn't been into work, and the mailroom is full of mail, right? It has nowhere else to go, so it starts brushing up against the security guard's door, right? So this starts looking like a threat to the security guard. And in the security guard's mind, he lets it go for a second, whatever. But then the mailroom clerk comes back, and he's so overwhelmed with all the mail that's there that he keeps taking all these things that aren't important to the CEO over and over and over again, because not only is he still sick from being sick, he's just overwhelmed from all the mail that is accumulated, right? And so now this mail is actually pushing up against the security guard's door, and it's signaling him as a crisis. He's like, okay, he keeps taking this back to the CEO, all the things that I wouldn't normally think is a crisis, but he's taking it to the CEO, and we know the CEO is the top of the totem pole, so it must be urgent. I'm going to alert the people of this threat. Now the whole office is a complete mess. The CEO can't think. The guard is screaming, and that is the loop, my friends. The filter is broken, and the junk mail is just running the company at this point. So, good news for you, this can be fixed. All we have to do is either, one, get on to the mail clerk and tell him what his job duties are and that he is required to do them, and two, punish, or two, fire him and get a new one altogether. Both of those are possible even with your brain. So definitely subscribe to the channel if you found this helpful.